You're about to enjoy an It Takes Three Network podcast.
Up and Adam, Upper East Siders. It's time to awake from our slumber and learn the hard truth that some nightmares don't end when we open our eyes. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Three Gossip Girls, a Gossip Girl podcast. I'm Liz.
And now Michelle.
Tonight we watched Season 3, Episode 18, The Unblairable Lightness of Being. Original air date April 12th, 2010, written by Jean Lightenberg, directed by Janice Cook Leonard. So Janice Cook got married, and I guess she hyphened her name because I just got myself confused looking at that. Chuck offers to throw a wedding for a very pregnant Dorota in order to appease her strict parents. Serena lies to Nate about seeing Carter Bazin. Rufus discovers that Lily has been lying to him about her whereabouts. What else is new?
Shocker.
I feel like every episode, Lily's lying, Chuck's trying to stir up some shit, and Serena's lying again. It's just the same old stuff.
Yeah.
But this was, I thought, a very sweet episode overall.
Very much enjoyed the sweet moments.
Yay!
Yeah.
I said to Michelle, do you feel anything in this episode? And she's like, yeah, I feel for Vanya and Dorota. I'm like, yes, same.
And Cyrus.
Cyrus is such a big ball of mush. I love him so much.
Yeah.
He's so
those
sweet.
three, him and Vanya and Dorota, make up for the rest of the shitties.
Yeah, I totally agree. So my glassful of gossip tonight in honor of Dorota and Vanya, I wanted to go with something sweet, and I went to Whole Foods, of course, because why not go to Whole Foods?
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah.
They had prickly pear lemonade, very low in sugar. The brand is Me and the Bees.
Oh.
Have you heard of it?
No.
So I called this glassful of gossip the perfect pairing, like pear.
Cute.
Thank you. For Dorota and Vanya, but also how Blair and Chuck are like perfect for each other in a way.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it's prickly too.
Love it.
Thank you. I also mixed some lime seltzer just to kind of make it last and not as sweet. And then I put some lime. And so it was refreshing.
Well, I love it because I was upstairs and I come downstairs and Liz is in my kitchen preparing the beverage. I didn't even know she was in my house.
I come in, I put my stuff down, I set up, I go say hello to the cats, then I make my drink, and then I set up whatever, and then Michelle and Ann come downstairs. I'm like, hey guys.
It's like, oh my God, I didn't know you were here. This is such a surprise because sometimes I see you make the drink, but tonight I didn't, so I literally did not know we were drinking.
No idea what was in the drink.
Yeah, this is good.
It was fun. So the episode begins with Blair. It's like Blair and Chuck simultaneously having a dream, but then ends up you see that it's really Chuck's dream where Blair is in trouble and Chuck goes to find her and finds her dress on the floor and starts obnoxiously fake crying. Very silly, but ends up being Chuck's dream. He wakes up, decides he's going to make himself a 9 a.m. cocktail, but there isn't any alcohol left in the penthouse. So it seems as though his stepsister and Nate have dumped out all of his booze in the penthouse. And so Serena says, look, we don't know what happened between you and Blair, but you should not wait too long to apologize because, Blair might think that you don't care about her.
Right.
But they have no idea the circumstance. So then Chuck says, you don't know what's going on. And he excuses himself because it's too much for him to handle. So then Serena tells Nate to go talk to Blair. Why she can't talk to Blair.
I thought that was
But she has to go to brunch at the Humphreys.
Well, I mean, now it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that Nate was like, yeah, okay, this is fine. I'll go talk to your best friend.
Right. You couldn't have talked to her after brunch. You, Nate, go talk to your friend Blair and see what's up. So Nate heads over to the Waldorfs where Dorota is on the phone with her parents. They are coming into town and they don't know she's pregnant or engaged. And so they'll be devastated to know this. And so she's afraid they're going to disown her. She's not married. She's having a baby out of wedlock. And she's afraid that her parents are not going to approve. So then Nate walks in. Eleanor tells him to go up to Blair's room, and he finds her listening to music on her bed. So
dramatic.
Beautifully.
I know.
Like she's in Paris or something. Yeah. And after some coaxing, she tells him that Chuck sold her out to sleep with Jack to get the Empire back. And Nate is floored, as one would be. It's pretty shocking, but also maybe not, because this is something that they generally do.
Right.
Not to this extreme level, but...
Yeah. Did you think it was interesting how she's like, you have to promise me?
Don't tell Serena.
Right. Is that because she doesn't want more people to know, or she's afraid of what Serena will do, or she's embarrassed?
I think it's probably an embarrassment.
Yeah.
Also, I forget, someone does ask this in the questions and comments, so we can go back to it.
Sure.
So downstairs, Chuck arrives at the Waldorfs to see Blair. And he and Cyrus overhear Dorota stressing over her parents coming in. And she states that she can't just get married at town hall. In her country, only grand gestures of romance are accepted, and it has to be a traditional wedding. And she admits that she was married before, and it failed because she didn't have this traditional wedding. It was doomed from the start. She continues that her and Blair have talked about their weddings and how much they love weddings and how it's supposed to be, and Eleanor agrees that Blair does love weddings. And you can see this sparks an interest in Chuck. He's smiling. He thinks he's got a plan. And so he offers to host Dorota and Vanya's wedding, which at first I'm like, wait, at the Empire? But it's not. They're looking for venues. It ends up being in Queens somewhere.
Yeah.
So Blair comes downstairs with Nate, and she's thanking him. Thank you for keeping my secret. And immediately sees Chuck. Before she can say anything, Dorota goes up to her and says how happy she is that Chuck is throwing her this wedding and that they're back together. And it's very important for two people who love each other to walk the bride and groom down. They must be in love, because it's good luck, and otherwise it will ruin the entire wedding and the marriage. And so Chuck agrees, yes, we're in love, but Blair obviously says nothing. And then Chuck finds a moment to be alone with Blair and sort of apologizes, even though he doesn't ever say sorry. He says, I love you. Here are some flowers. We can get past this. We're magnetic. But, Blair says I refuse to forgive you, because it's different this time. It's grander, and it's not okay.
Right.
Out on the street, a very sneaky Serena is texting Nate that she's almost done with breakfast. But then we see Carter arrive, and he thanks her for meeting up with him. Carter. So what did you initially think? It was about the father, right?
Oh, I was like, he's got dad info.
Right.
100%.
Like, why else would he be here?
Right.
So later on, she heads up to the Waldorfs, where she meets up with Nate, and he notices her scarf down this croissant and is confused because, didn't you just come from brunch?
And also, you literally just sent a text that you're leaving breakfast, which I'm sure she's not thinking about that. All she is preoccupied with meeting up with Carter.
Right. So then don't lie. If you can't keep up with your lie, don't do it. But this is Serena. She makes some excuse that she's anticipating the whole day and she should eat something. After that, Nate runs into Chuck and admits he knows what he did and that Blair doesn't deserve to be treated like this. And Chuck is really defensive, as one would be, but he deserves to be, and claims that Nate doesn't know the part that Blair willingly went to see Jack without really discussing it with Chuck. That doesn't make it any better, Chuck. It literally makes it not... You didn't change anything. There's no validity in that argument.
Right. Like, you still are the one who started the manipulation first.
Yeah. So...
Because I know last week we really sounded off on this.
Yes.
Who's worse, right? Who's in... And I was... And
right.
I said,
it really is no teams.
There's no teams.
Even though I played it up as a teams on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for voting. Blair obviously won.
Yeah.
Because it seems as though what Chuck did, and I'm not saying he didn't, is a really fucked up thing.
Sure. Yeah. But we were saying that both of them always are playing games.
Right.
So it didn't surprise me.
Didn't surprise us, but yes, this is on a much bigger scale.
And he started it. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, you're the one
you
who manipulated
started it. It's not
first.
like Blair is the one that created this whole plan and then you ended up getting hurt. Like, no, you fucked up and you hurt her.
Yeah.
So then he tells Nate he should focus on his own relationship because he got word that Serena was with Carter.
Well
her
played,
ex-boyfriend.
Chuck. I have to say,
Yeah.
he's got the tools ready to be
He
laid out.
does. So manipulative. Pisses me off.
But I mean, imagine if someone came at you and you had information, you could just be like,
Totally.
well, why don't you check yourself and keep an eye on your own relationship?
Totally. Yeah. He's just deflecting. I messed up and I don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
Then upstairs, Blair and Serena discuss how Serena might have pushed Chuck to be a bit more romantic. And then Blair gets upset knowing that Chuck likes his games and this one isn't one she wants to be playing. So Blair wants to know how a normal couple like Sir Nate functions, and she's envious for once that hers isn't like that. And Serena definitely feels awkward because she's lying to Nate right there, but she says that it's nice not to have secrets from your partner, and Serena obviously does. So we have to fill in everyone on the Humphrey morning at the Vanderwoodsons, the Humphrey clan / Eric. They're finishing up their brunch, cleaning up, and Rufus mentions that Dorota asked him to host a European game night that evening because apparently it's tradition.
Mm-hmm.
Jenny was asked to help Eleanor make Dorota's dress, and so she heads over there, and Eric is hoping to come with so he can bump into Elliot, the boy we met the other last week.
Yeah.
Plus, he doesn't know if he's gay, so it's kind of awkward if he's not, because now he's got like this little crush, and why am I gonna waste my time if he's not even gay?
Yeah, because Jenny's like, well, why don't you just ask him out? And he's like, well,
right. Right. It's awkward if I do, because what if he's not into it?
Right.
So then Rufus mentions that it's too bad Lily can't be here because he would have loved to go with her to Dorota's wedding. And Dan encourages him to call Lily and just tell her to come home for this. It would be super romantic, which I totally agree. It would be really romantic if that's where she was.
And also, right. And have you not spoken to her? You just said,
right.
Yeah, go. You guys were on the rocks. You get back together. Your relationship is still rocky. Don't you think there'd be some sort of communication?
Right. You would want to do that, especially as Lily. Oh my God. Texting every day, calling every day, seeing what's up because you guys had this really big falling out.
Right.
But that's not the case.
No.
Then Nate bumps into Carter on the street, and Carter definitely pushes his buttons a little bit and then says, here, give this to Serena, and it's a letter. And so Nate is like, what are you trying to do with my girlfriend? And Carter's just laughing it off like, oh, your girlfriend? Sure. So then Jenny and Eric approach, and Nate asks if Serena was at brunch. And Eric immediately says yes, but Jenny immediately says no. And they all realize Serena's up to something.
I mean, go Eric for
yeah,
covering.
That's your sister. But then Jenny's like, no.
I probably would have said no too, unless I'm in on the plan.
Right. Like
Wouldn't
Eric said, yeah, I would be like, wait, what's happening? I don't know anything. So
unless do you think she tipped off Eric? No, right? Serena?
No. I don't think Serena made
that far
anyone
ahead?
a mention that she was coming to brunch. And I think Eric just like thought on his feet quickly.
Yeah.
And Jenny, not being in Serena's good graces right now, was like, no, she wasn't.
Right.
So Jenny heads inside to get unpacked, and she gives Serena the letter from Carter. And she's like, yeah, I got this letter from Nate, who got it from Carter. And she's smiling, and she's like so proud to give it to Serena. And just Serena's like, what's up?
Her. Okay, Jenny, I see you.
She's vicious.
I don't hate it because I don't really, she's interesting to me.
I don't hate it, nor do I love it. I just think, would I like her to stop meddling? Yeah, but do I really care about Serenade?
No,
not really.
That's the thing. I'm not like rooting for them. So for Jenny to get in between, I'm like, yeah, Jenny, go do your thing.
Exactly.
Have fun.
Right. So it's game night. In typical Gossip Girl fashion, all of the couples are fighting. We have Serena and Nate and Blair and Chuck. We even have Cyrus and Eleanor at one point, so we'll get into it. So they are playing these old school games, like trying not to pop the balloon.
Yeah, so they have to dance very close, and then they'll keep a balloon
It's
between
cute.
them, and whoever's balloon pops loses.
Yeah, I think I've seen this before, but you're facing back to back, maybe?
Oh, really? That's even weirder to me.
Yeah, like your backs are facing each other, and like I don't remember Spirit Week, and we'd have, what was it called? The Olympic night. in high school.
I never went to it.
Oh, well, they would do things like that, like holding the egg across and on the spoon or something. Like, oh no, it was trying to pop balloons. That was what it was. Forget what I just said.
Wait, so you had to pop
So you had to
them?
like sit and pop each balloon.
Oh, that like, I hate the sound of
Me
popping
too.
balloons.
I get
so-
anxiety
Yeah,
from
I do
balloons. So everyone pairs up. Jenny pairs up with Eric. From a distance, she's very occupied on watching Serenade and their balloon action. Chuck goes to partner up with Blair, and then we pan back over to Nate and Serena, and Nate asks, why did you lie to me about Carter? I know that he was here, and why couldn't you just be honest? And then she claims, oh, he wanted to meet up for coffee, and I just didn't want to tell you. Why do we have to do that?
It's so frustrating. Because she's like, I'm not lying to you.
Don't you just trust me?
And he's like, why should I trust you? It's like, yeah, we're all Nate.
We're all Nate.
And I don't understand. This is one of her oldest friends, as she always says, right? Like her and Nate have this connection. So why can't you tell him about your father?
Right.
Blair knows, right? Blair knows about.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if she knows Carter.
No, but
is helping her, but
knows
and
about.
Nate knows about her father too, and so she
Right.
last week or the week before made a phone call in front of Nate. Hey, Dad, I'm not looking for you anymore.
Right. So maybe she felt ashamed of it. Who knows? But just be open with your boyfriend. Here's another classic of like, can't tell the boyfriend anything, so I'm going to lie about it.
So I'm going to confine to my ex-boyfriend,
Which is like classic Serena.
which
Go
is
to
classic
the ex.
Serena. And so now it looks really bad. And even going to meet up for coffee with Carter and not telling your boyfriend, bad. It's
Bad.
Monica and Chandler when she meets up with Richard on the plane. Now they're fighting. And so the whole was it Vegas? Yeah, Vegas trip. They're like mad at each other. Anyway, always bring friends into everything.
Mm-hmm.
So Nate is clearly upset. She says, "It seems like you don't trust me," and he says, "I don't. How could I? You keep
Right.
lying to me." And so their balloon pops, and so they disperse because now Nate
They're out of the game.
Yeah, he's like, "That's it." So after that, Jenny goes up to Nate, and he says to her, I think I overreacted, which is like, come on, Nate. Oh my God, how good are you? You overreacted? No. Your actions were justified because your girlfriend is lying to you, continually lies.
Not only that, but
And it's an ex-boyfriend.
right. You caught her with an ex-boyfriend.
And he says you're only apologizing because you got caught.
Yeah. Solid answer.
Right. And so then he goes, I overreacted. No, you didn't, Nate. But it's sweet that you thought you did.
You didn't. And it's Carter, the person his arch enemy, right?
Arch nemesis.
Nemesis, yes.
He's really Chuck's, but him and
No, they
but
have
Nate and him have a history
situation.
too.
Yeah.
So then Jenny convinces him, let's open the letter. And in the letter is a key for Carter's hotel room. Over to Cyrus and Eleanor. He's so giddy, telling Eleanor he found Dorota the perfect present for her wedding. And he's really excited because he's getting them an apartment.
Oh, Cyrus.
What? An apartment? An apartment in Queens where she can have her own space, her and Vanya and the new baby coming. And Eleanor thinks this is ridiculous because she's just a maid and she lives in the penthouse. Why would she need to live in Queens?
She's just a maid.
Oh God, this hurt. Everyone in the chat like sounded off like, no, that is wrong. And I was really pissed.
Yeah.
Because you see so much growth in one character. And then for her to say, oh, Dorota's just the help.
Like I was just going to give her a cake knife.
A cake knife. She's family to you. And Cyrus says she's family. Why would you not give her something, such a big gesture?
And also she pretty much raised Blair.
And so then Eleanor is pissed because she knows it's true.
But like, go Cyrus.
Right? Like, obviously he knew his wife wasn't going to want to hear that, but he said it anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
and for Cyrus
truth
respecting
hurts.
people he works with and looking at her as family because she's 100% family.
Yep. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
We go back to Chuck and Blair. And Chuck is poorly apologizing to Blair, telling her that no one forced her to go to Jack and that they should just get past it. And she says that she still can't. Like, again, it's different this time around. And their balloon pops. So she meets up with Dan in the kitchen and she admits that she's also wrong for this situation, which I appreciated.
I
because
appreciate
it's,
too.
some growth there. Like, hey, you know, even though Chuck did a messed up thing, I did a messed up thing too. What her actions clearly weren't moral. There was no moral code there. I'm going to go and pretty much trade my body for a hotel. So she knows her actions weren't right there too. And Dan says, as much as they're not his favorite couple, they're probably meant to be together, and that it's, you know, you guys will work through this. And then Blair says, well, thanks so much for kind of telling me that we're meant to be together because we're both so evil.
Mm-hmm.
So then we get a quick scene of Rufus trying to check in on Lily at the Grand Canyon, at Canyon Ranch, but they tell him Lily is not staying there. There's no Lily Rhodes, Vanderbass, Woodson, whatever.
Yeah, he's like,
no
try this name,
Rhodes.
try that name. Like,
yeah,
nope.
So they're not there. We head to the wedding, and Michelle and I were discussing the weird transition that they have where it's just Chuck and Blair, and she's dressed up in what looks to be a bridesmaid's dress, and he's dressed up. But there was like no mention that it's like another
There should have been a,
day,
like you said, a building
time.
shot, like establish where we are the next day.
Right. So very confusing, but Blair is getting ready. She's staring at herself in the mirror, and Chuck comes over and like, gifts her a necklace, which he puts on her. And so she says that they both have hit rock bottom together, and basically she's settling for him because he's the only one that can relate to her. Like nobody else she wouldn't be worthy of anyone else, and he's not worthy of anyone else. And so she has given in to the fact that they are both awful, and she clearly doesn't really want it to be that way, but she gives in and says, like, I guess we're together because we shouldn't be with
We're
anyone
both
else.
shitty people, apparently.
Yeah.
Right.
And Chuck doesn't really understand why she has an attitude about this, and so she's like, I thought you'd be happy.
Right, because we're going to be together. It's just because we're shitty and I don't actually want to be with you, but we probably should because it just makes sense.
Right. Like, we're both just evil people.
And she doesn't want to be evil.
And no one else deserves to be with us. So Eric is upset that he didn't get to see Elliot. And he's talking to Dan outside the hotel and wondering if it's weird that Rufus isn't coming to the wedding now. So we pan to Rufus. He's leaving Cece a voicemail stating that he knows that they're lying. Nate and Serena, they arrive awkwardly to the wedding, apparently very late because the wedding has kind of already started. And she admits that Carter is helping her find her dad.
Was it that hard?
No, it wasn't. And she thought that Nate would think she was stupid for trying to find him again. And then Nate asks her to stop seeing Carter. And then she says, you have no right to tell me who I can and cannot see.
What do you think about this? What do you think about this?
I'm so torn because I don't like the way he presented what he was saying. But also it's like, this is your ex. Why can't you stay away from him? I'm just asking you for this one thing. I don't trust him. I clearly don't trust you with him. Even though that's another issue. Like, I don't trust you with him. I don't trust you.
That is what it comes down to.
Yeah, and
I
so
don't trust you.
I'm asking you to stay away from Carter. Can I trust you in doing that? No, and you're already telling me you're not going to. So what am I going to say?
Because I feel when you ask someone, like, I don't want you to see this person, it's only going to make them want to see them more. And to have that control over someone, I think is just a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like it.
I've never played that card before.
Same.
But I'm
trying to think of like any situation where I'd have to be like, well, no, you can't see this person.
Yeah, because you're just going to do it behind their back and it's...
Yeah. Right. So Cyrus, he's officiating the wedding because he can and he's so sweet. And it's tradition to ask the groom questions about the bride as like a prenuptial challenge. And so if he gets any answers wrong, not wrong, but if the answers aren't up to what the guest standards are, they can't marry each other, which is like, come on, you're all at a wedding. You're not going to say this is not good enough.
Right.
And so then Cyrus asks Vanya his favorite part about Dorota. And Vanya answers that the best part about her is that she brings out the best parts of him. This is such a sweet moment. And Blair starts to cry knowing that she doesn't have that. And I get a little choked up here because I thought that was really sweet. I love Vanya and Dorota so much that I was so happy to see them happy.
It's like genuine love.
So genuine, yeah. And so at that moment, the happy couple, Blair and Chuck, have to walk down the bride and groom. But then Blair tells Dorota that she and Chuck aren't happy and she's worried that it's going to jinx her wedding if she walks her down and she runs out crying. So then Dorota follows Blair and explains to her that she's her family and she should have known something was up with Blair before. And they have probably one of the sweetest moments on the show so far where Dorota talks Blair off the ledge saying that you deserve to be happy. I don't care if you're with Chuck. You should be happy. You should be with someone who makes you as happy as I am or as happy as I know you can be. And Eleanor does overhear this, which it's just such a sweet moment. And you can tell Eleanor is like, yeah, Dorota, she genuinely loves my daughter.
And also you do a better job raising than I do.
Yeah, like I obviously couldn't give my kid this speech.
Right.
So then Carter arrives at the wedding unannounced to tell Serena that he has all of the information on where her dad is and knows exactly what hotel and that they need to hurry because he's afraid that he's going to leave. And so Serena's contemplating, okay, yeah, I'll go. Yeah. One last time.
Right. And then she's like, but wait, I should tell, she says, I should tell someone.
I'm leaving.
But I should tell someone.
Anyone.
Not Nate, someone.
Just anyone.
And he goes, we don't have time.
Not one person. God forbid something happens to you. You're not going to tell anyone where you go. And then he says, well, you can call them from the car.
And she's like, oh,
but she doesn't.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, sure. So they run off. Jenny sees this. And so, of course. Yeah. So the wedding's actually going to start now. And everyone's arriving. Everyone's sitting down at their seats. And Elliot arrives because him and Dorota are like friends because they talked about the Vampire Diaries. So you just invite them to your wedding, whatever. But he comes with his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And so Eric's like, shit. And Jenny's like, sorry.
Yeah.
Sucks. Yeah. So he's bummed. And then Eleanor tells Cyrus he's right. And she didn't want to admit it, but Dorota pretty much raised Blair. And she admits that she's family. And she didn't really mean what she said. She was just jealous and she knew that he was right. And she also says that there was moments that she was a good mother before Cyrus, but it's pretty much like after Cyrus, she really became the mother that she should be, which is really sweet.
Yeah, she recognized.
Yeah. So glad to see that Eleanor is wronging her rights.
Absolutely. And he even says, like, no, what are you talking about? You're a great mother.
I know.
Cyrus, you little peach.
Sweet.
We love you, Cyrus.
So after the wedding is over, the nuptial part, Blair talks to Chuck. And he finds out she didn't even sleep with Jack. And claims, why are we even fighting if this is all for nothing?
He's elated.
He's psycho.
He's like, what's the problem here? Oh my God, everything's good.
She's like, no, nothing is good. We're awful. And I don't like the way you make me feel. I don't like the person I am with you. And it doesn't matter that I didn't sleep with Jack. You still knew I was going there. And he's like, well, no one forced you again. But she's like, no, that's not the point.
Yeah, no.
And he pleads for their relationship, saying, like, don't give up on us. We're the future. Please don't. And she says, no, that's it. And she breaks it off. Then really quickly, Jenny goes over to Nate to tell him Serena left with Carter. I hate to be the one to tell you this. Yeah, okay, Jenny, you were really happy to tell him that. So we're in the limo. Carter and Serena are on their way to the airport, and she notices that the plane ticket was dated from a few days ago and questions this to Carter. And he lies at first, but then admits he's known for a week where her dad is. So it's not really that urgent, but he realized that, you know, maybe there could be something between them still. And Serena says, well, Nate was right about you the whole time, even though it doesn't matter. You should have, if you knew in your heart you weren't going to do anything with Carter, well, you could have just been honest with Nate, but whatever. But then she orders Carter to get out of the car because she's so upset at this point, and she says she's never going to ask for his help ever again. And so she kicks him out. He goes and she heads off to the airport. Back at the wedding, Cyrus and Eleanor present the apartment keys to Dorota and Vanya. This is so sweet. They're so happy. They're ecstatic. They're jumping up and down, hugging. It's really sweet.
It's really cute.
Yeah, I love this so much. Can we get a quick scene? Rufus is back at the Vanderwoodsons, and Cece calls him. And she admits that Lily isn't with her, but that it's not her place to say where she is.
Ooh, Cece!
And hangs up. And you can see Rufus is fuming.
I'd be fucking fuming,
He's like,
too.
I'm about to leave my wife right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go out the door and never come back. He's pissed. I mean, I would be at this point like, oh my God, you guys just made up and she was lying and she just kind of admitted why she was lying. And now she's lying again.
You know, I've said it, you know, throughout us for doing this podcast, like Lily's my favorite, but like Lily's pretty shitty.
She's shitty.
They're all shitty. And like, I'm like,
Dorota
wow,
and Vanya. That's
it.
And Cyrus.
And Cyrus.
That
doesn't
really
mean you can't have a favorite character who's shitty, because like Jenny at this point I'm very much enjoying, but like Lily, come on.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Back at the wedding, Blair goes over to Dan and thanks him for his advice. And he's like, yeah, I didn't want you to think that it didn't mean you should be happy with someone else. I just want you to be happy.
Yeah.
And so the two of them start to dance together, and then he goes over and brings her a shot with Eleanor and Cyrus. Really cute. I love that scene.
Yeah, we liked that.
And then we're at the table where Elliot goes over to Eric and says that he really wants to dance with him, and Eric's confused. Isn't your girlfriend going to be upset? And he says, well, my girlfriend's already upset because she's jealous that I like have this crush on you. I'm obsessed with you, apparently. And so he's bisexual, but like also your like shitty boyfriend.
Yeah, like happy for Eric, but also Elliot, that's not very nice to do that to someone you're seeing. And if you're bisexual, that's fine, but it doesn't make a difference. No, you treated that girl not nicely.
That's shitty, and I don't like that.
No, I don't like that either.
But I guess, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
We do have a quick scene of Chuck going to dance with, or I don't know, do whatever with this woman. And Nate questions him, and Chuck replies, well, I'm single now. That's me. That's who I always will be.
It's been five fucking seconds. Minutes. Holy shit, Chuck. Way to go numb and become...
He's awful.
Yeah, he's
awful.
And he's just staring at Blair the whole time, like hoping she notices.
Yeah, and Blair's like, fuck you, man.
Yeah, like...
He's so obnoxious. He's the worst brooding.
He is.
But he always is, so it's hard. Like, we haven't seen him in a little bit, because I feel like the only times we've ever seen like a more elated Chuck was when his mother, and I'm putting that in quotes because at this point she's not really his mother, she just wasn't around, she's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And so he was happy to be in her presence, but that's really it. He never smiles, he never shows emotion, he's always dark and depressed and just so cynical and his character,
I don't like him.
I don't like him as a person. He's not a good person.
I also just don't even, when he's like, when he does a good thing, or like you said, when he was a little bit lighter, I didn't even really like him.
No, it was weird to see him like that.
I don't care for this character.
No. And I need to see a lot of growth. Even then, because you're still shitty to the core, though.
Well, I was gonna say, like, why did we give him so much growth to just tear him back down?
It's completely washed away.
But even his growth, it made me just not shit on him. I just don't really. I don't ever think after this series I'll be like, wow, Chuck was one of my favorite TV characters. I don't care for Chuck. I don't.
Yeah, and as much as I thought he was mature and above everyone, he is, but he isn't in a way where he's not emotionally mature. Yeah, he's just like personality-wise more grown up because he had to be grown up.
Right.
But he's like emotionally, he's very immature and making bets and doing shit with your girlfriend. And Blair is extremely immature as well. And I would like to see from this moment on, let's grow here.
Yes, like please give us a grow moment.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it because I don't really remember what happened.
Yeah, right. But I also think Chuck, the essence of Chuck and the idea of Chuck, it's not my thing.
No, I'm over it.
Like I'm thinking of our other brooding characters in our life.
Yeah, but we
have a Ryan Atwood and a Lucas.
Oh my God, but they're
so different.
They're so different. They are this like humble sweetness, but misunderstood in a way that Chuck will never be. Ever. Like they can't even compare.
And also every week I tell Liz, I'm like, Chuck should be in a vampire movie.
He should be. He should have been Edward Cullen.
He would have been an amazing Edward Cullen. Don't you think?
He would have been an amazing Edward Cullen, but also I feel like...
Or just some kind of vampire.
I can't see him even being that sweet.
No, I know.
You know?
But he would have been a great, like, serious vampire.
He would have
because
been.
of just his, like, low speaking.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah. Anyway.
I know.
On.
It's hard to watch Chuck, and it will continue to be hard to watch Chuck. But
yeah, I figured.
As this is all happening, Nate's phone rings. And of course, Jenny is just in line to pick it up. She picks it up saying, "Hey, it's Jenny." And Serena says, "Hey, can you give Nate a message? Can you just tell him I'm leaving, but I love him and I'm not going to keep secrets from him anymore?" And Jenny's like, "Yeah, sure. Okay."
Do you know what I would have done in this moment? When Jenny hung up, right? I would have texted and said that. You know, like leave a message.
Right, like
I also would have texted the phone.
Right.
And
but
left a voicemail.
You think Jenny would have deleted it?
Well, I was wondering about that. But Jenny like put that phone down and was gone.
She was like, "Okay, I'm going to go dance with Nate now to get my foot in there." Yeah. I know, I was thinking that too, like, let's reassure Nate.
Yes.
You don't just call him once and then like that will be the end of it until you come home.
Right.
Right. So later that night, our last scene, Serena lands in Palm Beach, Florida. My 3 gossip word, which Tish said, "Oh my God, I didn't know until the last 7 seconds what your 3 gossip word meant." She heads to Palm Beach to go to her father's, what she thinks is her father's hotel room from Carter, and knocks on the door, and Michelle yelled out and called it, "I bet you Lily's going to answer in a robe." And I started hysterically laughing. And she's typing like 10 times, "Lily's going to be there. Lily's going to be there. Lily's going to be there. She's going to answer the door. She's going to answer the door." And what do you know? Lily answers the door.
In a white robe or sweater.
Sweater maybe, but you were so close.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this was clear.
It was clear to you.
100.
It wasn't clear to Serena.
Well, obviously if it was clear to Serena, but like this was so set up, like this was so obvious.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I mean, yeah, in a way, but also I've seen this episode 3 times now, so
yeah,
yes, it's kind of predictable because we're talking about Lily the episode, and then we don't actually see her, and then Rufus is wondering, "Hey, where is she?"
Yeah, I think it was
Cece's not with her, so where could she be?
Right. I think, and we knew she had something going on with the father. I mean, this I feel for the audience. Whoever was shocked, I'm shocked if people were shocked.
Right.
Like this is very
right because we know Lily and Cece needed to meet with Dr. Vanderwoodson.
Right.
Cece's not there, though.
No.
But no one else knows that. Everyone thinks she went to Canyon Ranch. And so, yes, it's kind of obvious.
But it's been how many weeks? Or has it just been days?
I think maybe it's been a week. Maybe a week or 2.
Okay, that's a long time to be hanging out in Florida in a hotel room.
Right, and Padge even says it's a long time to be getting that many massages. How many massages does one person need?
Right, and I understand Rufus like giving her space, but like he's acting kind of naive to it.
Yeah, he's always naive.
Right.
And it pisses me off, but also like I'm trying to understand Rufus. He's a very forgiving person. He loves his wife. She's just a lot to handle. Right. Those Vanderwoodson girls
are a lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a lot.
Yeah.
So, but that's where the episode closes. We're down to the next 3 episodes. Oh my goodness.
Moly.
Yeah. So we're going to take a break and we're going to come right back with the segments.
In a world of what are yous, welcome to the place where the answer is always human. My name is Natalie, and I'm the host of Some Kind of Brown. I was born and bred in the southern Bible Belt of the US, and if you know anything about the South, growing up multiracial was some kind of an experience. Join me in this community where I share my stories, am joined by guests who share their own, and talk about pop culture events that affect us as mixed people. You can find Some Kind of Brown on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and most places you find podcasts. I'll see you there with some more shades of brown.
Is that an ice cream?
Welcome back from break. Going to start out with some trivia. The episode title is based off the movie The Unbearable Lightness of Being.
I never saw it.
Same. I don't think I've ever heard of it either. The wedding between Vanya and Dorota is the second wedding on the show between two minor reoccurring characters, the first being between Trip and Maureen Vanderbilt in the second season. What an interesting point of trivia. I'm going to give you an island character. And a character in this episode is now on the island. Do you have a prediction on who it is?
Oh my God. Is it Vanya?
No.
Okay. Is it Elliot?
No.
Okay. Is it the girlfriend?
Probably, but that's not who I'm referencing.
Okay. Can I have another hint?
It's a male.
It's a male. Carter?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's it for Carter. Kind of sad in a way, but also his character really didn't bring anything.
No, I know, but he
towards
was
the end of his lifespan.
I would put him in the same category of Georgina.
Right.
And
yeah,
Agnes, like the people who come in your life and kind of ruffle it up a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's on to bigger and better things.
Is Georgina
in life.
on the island?
No.
Is Agnes?
No, she's not.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so, and Vanya's not to worry.
Okay.
He's so sweet, right?
Like, oh, please don't send him on that
yeah,
island.
I wanted to just give you that piece.
No, I appreciate that.
And one of the songs featured during the wedding is Your Love is a Drug, performed by Leighton Meester.
Oh.
Apparently.
Huh.
Some other music we have in the episode, Velvet by the Big Pink, Midnighter by the Champs, Full Moon Kiss by Santina, The Sound by Miles Benjamin Anthony Robinson, Rocking Horse by the Dead Weather, I Got a Feeling, the accordion version by the Black Eyed Peas.
Yes, heard that.
That's sweet. I like that version.
Yeah.
It's like one of my favorite like pump up like wedding songs. I know Anne hates the Black Eyed Peas, and I've had this conversation with him so many times.
Oh my God.
Where I'm like, but at my wedding, you want to dance this song? He's like, I fucking hate the Black Eyed Peas.
For sure he'd be dancing at your
He's
wedding.
gonna be loaded and he's gonna be jumping up and down with a drink in his hand. I know it.
Anne doesn't even need to be loaded. Anne is like the first person on the dance floor, regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Bobby.
Yeah, I know. Bobby's like a jumping bean.
Yeah, I enjoy the Black Eyed Peas. I think their music is
They're
really
fine.
like fun and upbeat.
Yeah.
But that song in particular, I feel like I can never get like sick of.
Party music.
Yeah. Okay, questions and comments. We have a lot to get through.
Okay.
Going to start on Instagram. Grace.Borgia says, do you think Chuck and Blair will ever be able to recover from these last two episodes?
I do. I think they both need a growth moment. I've been saying this for a very long time. I think they'll take some space. I hope they take some space. I would love to see them both separate. More so, let's focus on Blair. I'd rather watch Blair grow than Chuck grow.
At this point, like we're sick of this like little bits of Chuck grow. Let's get some Blair in there.
Plus, like I said earlier at the top of the show, in the first half, I don't really like Chuck as a character, so I'd rather
really care.
I'd rather watch Blair grow.
Me too. Same. Mike Del_Vasto asks, Michelle, what was your impression of Elliot? Predictions on how long he'll stay around?
Oh, that's a really good question. I think he's pretty cute.
He's
said,
cute.
I don't like how he treated his girlfriend, regardless if you're
same.
bi and have a crush. That's not nice.
No, it's not. It's not good.
To the end of the season.
Yeah.
3 episodes.
That's a good prediction.
Yeah.
He also says, Serena hates liars, but there she goes again lying.
I mean, come on, Mike. How can we support her?
We can support her, Mike. He doesn't blame Nate for being upset, but also should trust his girlfriend. But then again, hard to when she's not honest.
I think it's one of those gut feelings of like, oh, I love you so much, but I know I can't trust you. And that's the most hurtful thing.
That is so hurtful. And you really don't recuperate from that.
You don't.
Trust, once you lose it, it may never, ever come back.
And I'll tell you this, it may mend itself, but it's not 100%.
No, you can't. It doesn't heal fully.
It's kind of like with an asterisk.
Ugh, yeah, it sucks.
But it does suck.
You can't have a relationship based on lies.
No.
Tish at Tish_Dominique124 was confused on what Florida meant until the last 7 minutes. She loved when Eleanor, Cyrus, Dan, and Blair did the shots together.
Yeah, that was cool.
She also sort of predicted Lily being with the father since she was missing in this episode, and Lily and Serena are the same person with the lying.
Uh-huh.
Michelle, as much as you like Jenny stirring the pot, Tish likes Sarah and Nate the most right now and is getting upset with Jenny.
Really?
She is.
Okay.
She was happy that Blair realized that she deserved better and loved the wedding between Vanya and Dorota.
Oh, yes.
She gives it a 2.5 glasses of gossip. Her question, do you think Lily and her ex are hooking up?
I don't, actually.
Okay, so then what can it be?
I have no idea. I don't know if this is a business transaction, if this is like unfinished. They had one kiss, right?
So she says.
Yeah. I don't know. I know Lily's shitty, but I don't know if she'd be having like a full-on affair behind Rufus's back. Like, how could you do that to Rufus?
Right. That'd be so fucked up, my God.
Something else is going on, and I think he won't be able to trust her. Regardless, it's an emotional affair.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's having an affair. Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah.
She also asks your predictions for Serenade.
Ugh. End of the season.
Okay, so, but let's just say next week.
Next week. Well,
to be specific.
I'm hoping. No, I'm not even hoping for it. I think obviously the message is not going to get to Nate. Nate's going to be pissed off that Serena took off. Serena's going to be so caught up with the fact that her mother is in her father's hotel room. Or maybe he's not even there. Like, how long are we going to string this out? I know we meet him, but we have 3 episodes. Right. So how long are we doing this for? Right. I have been waiting for this.
I know.
And I know, don't wait for anything Gossip Girl, because you're just going to be disappointed, Michelle. I know. I hear Shan saying it right now. Hi, Shan.
I told you he's coming in this season.
I know. But I feel like I'll just be let down, so it doesn't even matter. But for Sir Nate, I think I'm hoping season 4 is just growth moments. Maybe no couples.
Maybe. I would like that. Like, let's just develop our characters a little bit more.
How about some like best friend pairings?
Yeah.
More best friend time.
Let's get some like Pate going on. And,
yeah.
I mean, Serena and Blair, they're like, whatever.
But maybe they can grow together and just work on each other with each other.
Yeah. Jess at Mrs. Boquist loved Cyrus in this episode. So happy to see him back. Those European traditions look really fun.
Mm-hmm.
She also wanted to know about Lily and her ex, which we went into. Rihanna at Ree Simpson 13 says, her only comment is that we need a Vanya and Dorota spinoff show.
Yeah, really.
Right? Would have been awesome. Vic at Mustick says, Cher is meant to be, both playing games all the time. Chuck never actually said he was sorry.
No.
So true. Serena is making it easy for Jenny to slide right in there. She is. And also, like, who's to say if Serena was making it less easy, if Jenny would continue to pursue it?
I mean, Jenny pretty much told Eric, like, I'm not doing anything. Like, of course I care about my stepsister. And it's like, well,
she's such a liar.
But, like, she's 16? She's 16 or 15?
She's 16.
Mm-hmm. Like, given the opportunity, it's like, well, let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
You know?
Vic's question, do you think Serena will tell Nate that she kicked Carter out of the car?
Yes, but I think it'll be too late.
Like, she's only expressing that, but it's too late.
Yeah, because the communication's not great with that one.
Right. Chloe at Chloe Harriet's loved that it was Chuck's dream in the beginning and not Blair's, which we normally get a Blair dream.
Right, good twist.
She also loved seeing Eleanor and Cyrus in this episode. Hates that Chuck uses I love you as an apology and also to get the upper hand.
Ooh.
Oh, it's so manipulative.
Yes.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Right, like, I love you. That doesn't mean I'm sorry. Nothing.
Squat, Chuck. Means nothing.
We know you love her, but also if you did, you wouldn't treat people like that.
Piece of work.
Right. Chloe also loved that Blair told Chuck they are sick and twisted, and that pretty much got to him. And they need to stop romanticizing that.
Yes.
So true. I love that.
Yes.
Padge is still less annoying when Vanessa is gone.
I think because we don't see him.
I know, we don't really see him.
I mean, it was funny this episode, though. I mean, he had nice scenes with Blair, and I liked that Eleanor thought he was working the wedding.
That was really funny. Her question, which we kind of talked about, where do you see the Jenny and Nate storyline going?
Well, I think it's just going to be more of her liking him. I feel like deep down,
Do you think Nate likes her?
I don't.
Okay.
I think Nate views her as a little sister.
Mm-hmm.
But always that, like, I mean, maybe.
Like, maybe one time down the line, if we both, like, had a cocktail or something, I would
Right.
do it.
Right.
He is Nate, after all.
I know. Which I don't even think Nate is shitty.
He's not shitty. He just likes women, as they all do,
not
right?
like in a Chuck way, though.
No, definitely not in a Chuck way. It's just like I have the social status. I have that gorgeous face. Everyone knows me. I'm kind of like a little dense sometimes, so like girls can take advantage of me and like, all right, whatever. You want to sleep with me? Sure.
Right.
Not,
but I also feel
whatever.
like don't shit where you eat. Like, why would Nate go with Jenny when that's Serena's stepsister?
Right.
It's like really close for comfort.
It's too close. It's way too close.
I mean, yeah, I don't.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jillian wanted to give her thoughts on last week's episode.
Yes.
All the reasons and why she felt Chuck's actions could not be justified.
Okay.
The building is worth less than $1 million. Jack signed a contract that Blair would sleep with him once. That is why Blair said Chuck could never see it. I guess I don't really understand that contract part.
No.
Like, Chuck can't see this. You're going to tell him you're going to go to Best Australia, keep that, sell the hotel back to him, whatever. The incident with the dean isn't sending Chuck to a rapist, so she doesn't feel it was the same as trading Blair.
Okay.
Jack, I mean, yes, Jack has the rapist tendencies in the past, not justifying that. Not,
No.
So I understand what she's saying there.
Yes.
This is just one of the billion red flags on Chuck in this show, and she can't think of Cher as being anything other than the worst couple.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. They're not my.
We're right there with you, girl.
For sure, Jillian. Like,
maybe Vag, but still.
Well,
Vag is just like we don't want to have to see them, but this is like complete toxicity.
Yeah,
is that a word? Toxicity.
Yeah,
it's awful. Like these two people, as much as they're meant to be together, and it doesn't make it right.
Yeah,
like you guys are shit.
Right.
You're awful.
You're awful. Yeah, and it seems that Blair is realizing that.
Right, which is like, okay, yay.
But I won't believe it until we see some serious growth. Like if we come back next week and she's like, oh my God, minions, I wear your headbands.
Right.
And you need to bring my stuff and you're the help. And it's like, well, Blair, literally, you just don't.
You're not growing. You're just growing without Chuck.
Right. Or
Like you're staying the same without him, I should say. Like there's no
stagnant.
growth. And he's clearly stayed the
just-
same, if not regressed even more.
He's regressing.
He's already showing his solo side in this episode. So her points on this week, she loves Cyrus. He deserves his own spin-off show. This episode would have been perfect without Chuck, Blair, Serena, and Carter. And there's no Vanessa, thank goodness.
Right.
Yeah. I know, right? If it was just like the wedding, no Chuck and Blair, maybe Lily would be there. It would have been like a good episode.
Right.
Even though it was a good episode. But the characters
parents,
we like.
Like I'm thinking about parents and on our teen dramas. Like we usually love our parents. I don't love Eleanor either.
No, like I can see her trying to be a good mother.
Yeah, but I don't.
Just like Lily tried to be a good mother, and Rufus is a good father. He just is so naive when it comes to other people.
Yeah.
And then that's really it with parents. Like Cyrus, he's a great stepfather. There's not really anyone else there.
No, I was just curious how you felt on
Vanessa's parents are pretty shitty.
Oh, her mom's real tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nate's parents, real shitty.
Oh my God, Anne. Anne's gone, right?
And no, she's not gone.
How is she not fucking gone? She's the one who should be on the island.
I'm pretty sure she's not on the
She's
island.
not shown up to any family gathering.
I don't think Howie's on the island either. Did I confirm this?
I don't remember. I should be more.
I'm pretty sure they're not on the island. So, yeah, those Archibalds.
Yeah.
We have some emails from our listeners. First, I'll start with Lisa. She loved this episode. Dorota and Vanya are so freaking cute. Serena was terrible. Big surprise. This is the first episode where she really liked Blair, and that made her sad because she was so miserable.
Okay.
Yeah, I get that.
Sure.
Some of her predictions, since she is a newbie. She sees a terrible mistake about to happen with Blair and Padge. Love that.
That's
Sorry.
so fun. I didn't even think
Isn't
of that.
fun? I love that.
I would die.
She says maybe this is what ends Vag.
Oh my God.
Right?
With a
Blair,
badge?
Blair, out of all people, to end vag.
Wow. I like that.
Lisa, like Vic, also thinks Lily is sick.
Oh. Does that redeem? I don't know. If you're sick, is that
redeemable that you lied and lied and lied and lied?
what kind of doctor is he?
I don't think they confirm anything yet. Maybe soon.
Okay.
Lisa's question, why do you think Eric hasn't told Serena about Jenny's obsession with Nate? You would think his sister would get a higher confidence than his stepsister of like 2 months.
I think he's just trying to cover for Jenny. He has a connection with Jenny.
He does. Like the younger sibling thing.
It's kind of like, let's look out for each other.
Right. Oh, it's hard though. Like,
maybe
if my sister and I saw, like, hey,
maybe he's trying to control it and down in the ground
so
before
that
he has
like,
to go up.
Yeah,
so it doesn't escalate.
Maybe not to like stir up the pot between family.
And I think he's also just trying not to stir the pot.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep this under control.
Right. Which it stinks for him. He's holding all these secrets.
Yeah.
Sean has 2 points he wants to mention in his
Sean
email. When Chuck tells Nate about Carter and Serena meeting, it's pretty impressive how Chuck kind of sort of knows what's going on with everyone in their lives except for himself and Blair. It's strange but impressive.
Yeah.
It's kind of like his own personal Gossip Girl where he like has the ins on everyone but also doesn't use it until he needs to.
Right.
Ooh. Maybe Chuck's Gossip Girl.
Maybe. I don't think so though.
Yeah. Sean loves how when Nate asked Jenny and Eric if Serena was at breakfast with them that morning, Eric caught on to what Serena had done and tried to cover for her. But Jenny cares more about Nate than Serena, so she just told him the truth without thinking about it. And then the whole Jenny and Nate stuff at the end of the episode made him think of the books, which no one else is going to read. In one of the first books, Jenny and Nate randomly meet in Central Park, and then they start dating sometime later. When they're dating, Jenny gets way into Nate and starts creating paintings of him. And then Nate stops talking to her to get back with Blair. And then in a later book, Jenny and Nate start dating again, and they date until Jenny leaves him to date Blair's younger brother, Tyler. That's
oh my God,
really
I forgot
funny.
about the younger brother in the
That's
books.
really funny. Angelina sent her email this week. At first, she didn't understand why Blair couldn't confide in Serena. If anyone can relate to getting the short end of the non-romantic stick, it's Serena. Tripp left her alone after a car accident, but then she realized it comes from Blair's inferiority complex. Blair Waldorf is the puppet master, not the puppet. Not only did this situation scare her, but it also scared her ego. And in her eyes, Serena's perfect relationship is another thing she doesn't have. From a practical standpoint, it also makes Serena feel guilty for the Carter situation.
Yeah.
Angelina can't believe that Chuck thought everything could be redeemed with peonies at first.
Ugh.
Nate reacted to Blair in his usual Saint Nate way of wanting to protect everyone. Chuck threw his nightmare knowing that he fed Blair to the wolves, but in his ego telling him to justify his actions rather than acknowledge he fucked up. It's not great that his first instinct was to tank his best friend's relationship because he's unhappy. Mm-hmm. Referring to what he said about Nate and Serena. Mm-hmm. There's always an interior motive. There's always a game. Chuck paying for the wedding would be sweet if he wasn't holding one of Blair's healthiest relationships hostage.
Yep.
So true.
So good. So good.
She also says this is one of the episodes where the format of the show shines. It's like the holiday episodes. Everyone's issues are on top of each other. The wedding physically brings everyone together, but all the characters, except maybe Chuck, care about Dorota and Vanya, so it makes the stakes bigger. A Dorota-centered episode with Cyrus and Eleanor eavesdropping. The writers truly apologized for last week. The Waldorfs acting as Dorota's family meant so much to Angelina. Even if Eleanor tries to distance herself from caring about Dorota, you can tell that she does through her actions. She's mad that, objectively, Blair can't enjoy the wedding of her surrogate mother. She deserves to enjoy this moment. Chuck broke her so deeply that she has zero faith in herself. This is a low point. Will this actually bring us growth for Blair? I will throw a party, she says. Vanya saying that Dorota makes him the best version of himself, and Blair's vivid realization that she doesn't expect that. A+ acting, A+ writing. As was everything that followed, especially Dorota's talk with Blair and Eleanor thanking Dorota. Yes, Dorota, call her old for every time she's chipped away at Blair's self-image in front of you. Aw. Angeline doesn't understand everyone's actions in the Nate, Serena, Carter plot. Are we meant to think that Carter's return isn't about the father? It's been a few episodes, but they were definitely playing Where in the World is William Vanderwoodson? So I just confirmed his first name was William.
William.
Yeah, which is funny because there are a lot of Williams on the show.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even bat an eye. I was like, right, William. I feel like I knew that.
Yeah, that's her only not dating Nate plot at the moment. Why can't a Vanderwoodson woman be honest with her romantic partner? Jenny really just took the opportunity thrown at her, but again, we aren't surprised and known all of her motives. They missed an opportunity to do the father silhouette at the end. That would have been good.
Right, but Lily at the door, we knew.
Big reveal.
Yeah.
My last email is from Will. This episode was a huge setup for the stretch run of the season. This week, he did a character storylines as novel titles. So fun.
Love it.
He has Chuck, To Have and To Have Not, Ernest Hemingway. Dan, The Sense of an Ending, Julian Barnes. Blair, Severance, Ling Ma. Vanya Dorota, An American Marriage by Tyree Jones. Lily Rufus, Hard Times, Charles Dickinson. Cece, A Personal Matter by Kenzaburo. Serena, On the Road, Jack Kerouac. Nate, Big Little Lies, Leanne Moriarty. Note, poor Nate. I thought Serena was supposed to hate liars, and yet she keeps shelling out lies like Halloween candy. Serena and Eleanor, Loving Henry Green. Elliot, Eric, Boyfriend Material, Alexis Hall. Jenny, Dance, Dance, Dance. Haruku Murakami. Carter, Secret Rendezvous, Kobe Abe. Kobe Abe. Abe? ABE. Abe? Kobe Abe.
Thank you.
Goodness. Thank you to everyone. You guys are the best. Sending your questions and comments
good
each week.
Stuff. Very good.
All right, let's go into fashion headbands. I didn't have any headbands. Did you see
had
any?
one. Just this was Dorota's beaded. I don't know.
Yeah, her like tiara thing.
Yeah, that's all.
That
I
could
counted.
work.
Sure.
What else did you like?
I loved Dorota's wedding dress. I thought she looked so pretty, and I liked
She
her
looked so beautiful.
night before dress too.
Me too. She looked really gorgeous.
So cute.
Eleanor did a great job on
Yes,
her wedding
Eleanor and
dress.
Jenny.
I liked Blair's sheer white robe in the first scene we see her.
I did like that. I like Nate's flannel plaid shirt.
I liked him in that navy suit with no tie, like the open shirt. Looking good.
Yep.
Serena's leather vest.
I know. I was like, is that?
Jess
a leather
really
vest?
liked that.
Yeah.
I liked Jenny's navy dress at the rehearsal dinner game night.
It was cute.
Yeah. It was like
cute.
pretty much the same dresses that she wore at the wedding, except the one in the wedding was tan.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Soli.
Hey, souls. Pretty much all I had in terms of fashion.
And I had Serena's black sparkle pea coat at the end.
Oh, yeah.
That was really cute.
Yeah.
All right, some quotes.
Yes.
And I just ate 5 pounds of Bisquick.
Great. He sent the good cop.
The last game we played, we both lost.
Blair Waldorf. Punishment is your middle name.
Yes, Jess had that. Back then, they used virgins. Today, not so much.
Over my dead goat?
Love that. A cake knife is not enough.
You know weddings are my weakness.
I'm sure you'll know what to do with 5 women with removable heads.
Why should I trust you?
Better bored than ashamed of myself.
At least we won't be lonely in hell.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Some good quotes. Got anything else?
I said, and now it's time to get married.
Oh, Cyrus. He's so cute.
Oh, and I really like, don't need you to be happy. Don't need you to be happy couple. Just need you to be happy.
Yeah.
Dorota, yes.
Yes, Dorota.
Yes.
All right, MVP and shittiest. Now I feel like I want to change my answer, but I'm going to go with my initial, and then I'll give a blue ribbon, I think.
I have MVP and blue ribbon.
We have all over the spectrum, lots of MVPs, lots of blue ribbons, lots of shittiest, and blue ribbons for that. So,
okay.
All right, on 3.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, Blair.
Dorota.
Yeah. I wanted to
Blair was
still represent Dorota and Vanya. We had Will and Rihanna give it to both of them, and then Jess and Vic and Chloe just gave it to Dorota. So Tish gave it to Cyrus, and Mike had a blue ribbon for Cyrus, and Jillian gave it to Cyrus.
My blue ribbon's to Cyrus.
Yeah.
I think for me, I can't give it to Blair because I have to see if this follows through.
Yes, I understand that.
But Dorota, I love that we saw more of her this episode. I love seeing her happy. And you know what? On her wedding day, she's still there mothering Blair.
Right? She's like, no, my wedding stops because I'm going to go look after
And you're my family.
My family.
And I want you to be happy.
So sweet. I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a great choice. I gave it to Blair just for like not settling.
Yeah.
That's what Lisa said. She also
Sure.
gave it to Blair. She was happy that she didn't settle for this bad relationship that she's stuck in. So she finally got out, which I'm so glad. And hopefully she does follow through with this change.
Yeah.
All right. Shittiest. I don't really have a good reason for mine, but it's just my gut and initial reaction.
Oh, actually, I wanted to give another blue ribbon.
Yeah.
To Nate.
Yeah.
For just, I don't know. I just feel like he's being a good friend.
Right.
He's trying his best.
He is a good friend. He has been for at
Yeah.
least this past season has been great.
Yeah. I just had to throw
Good
that
choice.
But my shittiest, yeah, I have my shittiest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1,
Chuck.
Serena.
Oh, okay.
My initial gut was Serena. The lying, her actions really just pissed me off.
Yeah.
Just tell the fucking truth at this point.
Right.
Tish also had Serena, but Vic, Chloe, and Jillian also gave it to Chuck.
Yeah. I mean, Chuck, the manipulative, the using money to have power. I love you as power.
Hate it.
Being like, oh, it's not a big deal. You didn't sleep with him? Oh my God, what are we even worrying
What
about?
a waste of time. No, you're wrong. You're so wrong.
So we're now 3 seasons in. I still haven't changed my heart on Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm less fired up. I was very...
You softened a bit, but it doesn't... It comes right back.
And I softened to the point where I was like, I don't care about you.
Right.
So I'm very curious to see how I just don't think he's my character.
Then that's fine.
Yeah.
We also had some shitties go to Lily from Will.
Well, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. Carter was given by Lisa and Rihanna for not telling Serena sooner than he should have. And also Jillian gave Carter a blue ribbon. Mm-hmm. And then Mike gave it to Jenny for Serenade, let it run its course and stop butting in.
Well,
you know.
They like Serena.
He loves Serena.
I mean, love Sag, though.
Loves Sag. They also wanted a Sag balloon moment in this episode. So funny. We really LOL'd.
Like, no, I wasn't even thinking
He's like,
that.
am I the only one? We're like, yep, you're the only one.
Yep, only one, Mike.
All right, time for Patron of the Week.
Yeah.
It's Patron of the Week.
Patron of the Week.
It's Patron of the Week. Who will it be?
It's Patron of the Week.
So this week I'm giving it to one of our international listeners, Kira Lee. She's one of our patrons. She's been with us for a numerous amount of months at this point, and we want to say thank you so much for sticking with us, and thank you for involving yourself in our Topic Tuesdays, and we see you liking all of our posts on Patreon. And we just wanted to say thank you so much for sticking with us and your IT3 journey. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Kira Lee.
So next week, we're going to have our patron, a guest patron spot.
I'm so excited.
Yes. For this specific episode, felt like it was a good choice. So I'm excited to have whoever that may be. So you guys stay tuned for that. We will, of course, announce who the winner is so you guys can send your questions and comments for that person. So my title for next week for episode 19 of season 3, my goodness, Dr. Estrangelove.
Yes. yes.
Hard to say. Very hard to say. The 3 gossip words I created this week are
3 gossip words.
bachelors, denial, father.
You are not the father. You are the father. Okay. So I'm hoping we pick up right where we left off. That door is open. Mom? Serena.
I love it. That was such a good Lily impression.
Thank you so much. And then we're going to, please, I want to meet the father so bad. I don't want it to be like, your father left, or what are you doing here? Or William's not here, or we don't see William until the finale, or something like that. So I am so hopeful that we do see the father in this episode. And denial. Well, I feel like the denial and the bachelors could go with Chuck and Nate living the bachelor life, and they're both in denial about their relationship.
That's a great prediction.
Because Nate is not going to hear from Serena, because I think Serena is going to be too preoccupied with her family drama. I would hope, though, that Serena would tell Eric, but she's not going to. Like, when you call your brother and be like, holy shit, you're not going to believe this.
Yeah.
And Eric has no idea any of this is happening, right?
Eric has no inkling at all. I don't know if Eric knows Lily and Rufus. That's why Lily and Rufus split up for a little bit.
And that's
I don't know what he knows.
And that's why I think Eric is just more bonded to Jenny at this point.
Yeah.
They're more on
connected.
the same level, more same playing field.
Right.
Yeah, so I think the bachelors and the denial have to deal with Chuck and Nate. I think the father obviously has to deal with William. Oh my goodness, please let me meet this person. It'd be great if like William comes out of the bathroom like brushing his teeth like, ooh, Serena.
Hello?
Yeah, of course he has like an electronic one.
Serena hasn't seen her father in a very long time.
How many years?
14 years.
Okay. So she was
4-ish. 4 or 5.
Yeah. So how does she know what it even looks like?
Right. I mean, I guess she can sort of remember in pictures and things, but it's hard. I mean, that's a lot of years to go by and not know your sibling and not know your parent and then not know their child.
Right.
Because it's not like they keep in touch, you know?
No.
He just kind of pieced. That's it. So we don't know why.
Eric is her full brother.
Yes. They're both from the same parents.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, bachelor's S.
Yes, there's an S. There's plural.
Okay. So that's why I'm like focusing that more on the Nate end.
Uh-huh.
But it also could just deal with their bachelors in general, because Rufus, I think, is going to consider himself a bachelor at this point.
Ooh.
Yeah. And Lily, he called Lily, or we didn't see him call Lily, right?
We didn't see him. We just saw him speak with Cece, but
like, are we going?
He can't get in touch with Lily.
Right,
she's not picking up.
Right. Yeah.
Which is so messed
Like,
up.
Come on, at least
Lily.
fucking fake it.
Right. It'll be like, yeah, I'm enjoying. At least pick up the phone.
Oh, I gotta go. My next massage is. I mean, I don't know. Is that worse? Is ignoring worse or lying worse?
Yeah, that's really bad.
At least some communication. Lily, like, how do you think this is supposed to work out? I guess this is what happens when you have so many marriages.
Right. She doesn't know how it's
she
supposed
didn't
to work
know
out.
Bart was going to die, but
No,
also
but
you
that
were
was
having an
never gonna
affair
last.
anyway. You were still going to, like, be with him. Yeah. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So focus on the father. Bachelor's in denial.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So I will give you who Lisa and Tish both picked as Gossip Girl this week. Lisa says she's pushing Padge again this week as Gossip Girl because of the quote about how sometimes the people you are with surprise you or something along those lines when they were doing the shots with Eleanor. I just heard it coming from him, she said. I love that.
Hey, Lisa.
Such a good,
I also
pickup?
am picking Padge again.
Ooh.
Because I felt like when he was getting information from Blair, you were like, you could see him
like digging?
Oh, wow. I don't know. And just the way I could feel like he's in this world of to kind of like write like fanfic. Like, oh, let me write about these characters. Like, I feel like this is going to come out that he is writing a book about this world. Come on, Liam.
Literally. And then this one.
Mm-hmm.
We're almost done.
You're not getting fed again. I don't know what you're...
Our podcasts. Tish thinks it's Jenny.
Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I just think it's Padge. I think Padge
I love both those choices.
I think Padge is Gossip Girl.
Before we wrap up, I want to read our new review.
Yay!
Coming from Tish herself, our trivia correspondent.
Tish.
3 glasses full of gossip is the title. I rate this pod 3 out of 3 glasses of gossip. I absolutely love the IT3 ladies and have been rocking with them since 2017. I first started with Tree Hill Talk and then moved on to Let's Talk OC. They make someone like me who wasn't necessarily into Gossip Girl excited to watch each episode so I can hear their thoughts. I'm sorry if you hear Sully. She's like so happy to hear this review.
She's so happy, Tish.
Mommy, what are you saying?
She's like singing an aria.
She
just
has
for
nonstop meowing.
No, I don't know.
What was my spot? So here I am officially on the Gossip Girl train. The way these ladies talk about every other teen drama, I knew I had to tag along for sure. I have officially caught up on their back catalog. I hope that every project I enter into, I can have as much passion as these ladies do for their podcasts. Thank you so much for welcoming me into the IT3 family with such open arms. Trish, your trivia correspondent.
Tish,
Aww.
we love you so much.
So sweet. It's truly. I mean, I know we ask you guys to write these, but like we don't expect you to write them. And it's so amazing when you do, and we get so happy.
I know.
You make our day.
Yeah.
It's the best thing. And we really, like, your words were so kind. And yes, we have a lot of love and passion, and we're happy that you guys see that.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Tish.
Yeah. Thank you, Tish. You've been with us
Long
for
time.
So long.
Long
we
time.
so appreciate you.
Yes. That is where we end the episode. We will be back next week, as I said, with one of our special patrons.
Yay.
Very excited. We're going to Skype them in, whoever that may be. As I said, I will post on Instagram and Twitter, so you guys can send your questions and comments. If you want to send us an email, 3gossipgirlspod@gmail.com. If you want to enter to be in the running.
Yeah.
For our guest spot, head over to ittakes3network.com and make a pledge onto our Patreon. We have some really fun stuff over there, and you can definitely check it out and get more information. Sully, would you like to wrap up the episode?
I think Sully absolutely loves Gossip Girl.
She loves it.
She only comes for Gossip Girl.
I know.
OC's pretty quiet.
She's pretty quiet for OC.
She fucking loves Gossip Girl. She watches with us.
She
She
does.
eats snacks with us.
She does. She's like, what is up, guys? Sully is Gossip Girl.
Yeah, she is.
All right, until next week, guys, we will see you then. You know you love us.
XOXO.
Gossip Girls.